If you ever want to look at the most complicated time for an entrepreneur is when we go in live stream by ourselves. Meaning you getting all that stuff together to do it. Meaning you getting all the stuff together and then it's like, what's happening? What's happening? So good evening, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Listen, y'all didn't see my face in a minute. And my face, listen, I don't even know how to even explain it. Just know life is life in a good way. So I'm in a different flow, but I'm here today, okay? I am here today. Shamere Young, okay? You look good, feel good specialist. Today, though, we are going to talk all things red lip, okay? We are going to talk red lip energy, and I got something really, really good for y'all, okay? I got something really, really good for you. And the reason why, I want y'all to know why I wanted to do red lip energy this weekend specifically, okay? I want y'all to know why I did that. I mean, sometimes I be fly by night, but that's very rare because that don't be working for me, okay? All right, so come on in and I'm gonna tell y'all why we got red lip energy and how we gonna navigate through that this weekend, okay? All right, but we not gonna be long, so share the live stream or tag a friend. Hey friend, now let me tell y'all something, just in case y'all don't know, I be in all things astro, so you might have found me on the wellness coach side, or you may have found me on the beauty side, but either side you found me on, I'm about the whole person, right? So I believe in astrology, just like I believe in God, just like I believe in all the other things, because it's a lot to make us one. So you may not believe it, but it be happening. So Mercury is in retrograde right now. Turn this fan off. But Mercury is in retrograde. I say Mercury drinking her Gatorade. So that is going to affect communication and technology, okay? It's a given, all right? It's a given. And so me and technology, when I say we've been fighting all day today, I'm talking I had to go outside and take some air. Fussing at the computer like it's a person, okay? That's been, it's been like that today, okay? Okay? Thank y'all for being here, though. I be doing the most, okay? Absolute most, like just straight shutting down at all the things, okay? The love in the hair. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Listen, these is, my braider got me in with some, I'll explain the hair stuff later, but I got human hair all in my hair. No synthetic, just human hair. Just some light human hair braids. Okay, I turn that fan off because it's very, very loud. All right. Hey, Miss Evident. Hey, Miss Joycelyn. Hey, Miss Regina. I think I saw Trina. Hey, Chesney girl. How you doing? How y'all doing? And if y'all outside the room, Sharon, hey, friend. I did say hey already. But if you outside the room, I can't say hey to you unless you come in, okay? So I chose red lip energy and us talking about reds this weekend and having a little special for y'all on reds because it is one of the colors that, especially this past weekend, I had on for our family reunion and just where I was out and about. I had on red lips most of the weekend, which I really enjoyed having on. Not this shade, but one that's kind of similar to it. And all I kept hearing is, you know how to wear that red. You got that red. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not shading the compliments. But what always strikes me the most is when a woman tells me she can't wear something. And so red lip energy is really about you pulling your energy back to the color red, okay? All right? That's really what it's about because you get to decide what you wear. Don't let somebody tell you that you can't, like that narrative. Where did that come from? You can't wear red lipstick. For all of us, it's a different place where it came from, but every woman can wear a red lipstick, okay? Every woman can wear a red lipstick. Every woman can wear a red lipstick, okay? Every woman. Every woman. But there is such a common narrative that a lot of women think they can't. And I remember me and Sharon was talking about this a long time ago. Those who don't know, that's my homegirl. We were talking about this a long time ago about like how people would tell you about red. And my grandma used to say this thing. She'd be like, oh, that's a nighttime color, that you only wear red at night, right? So I want us to change the wearing red at night or thinking red is too grown or red is only if you want to be sexy. And what is wrong with being sexy? Like, we can wear reds. And you probably got a bunch of reds inside your closet anyway, all right? Inside your lippy closet. And you can wear it. You absolutely can wear red. So I'm going to show you some red shades tonight, and I hopefully get to answer some questions about red lippies. But I'm going to show you some red shades and how you can wear the red shades. All right, is that cool? I know some of y'all in the group and y'all dropped questions earlier. If you want to drop those questions now, make it even better so people don't think I'm just talking to myself, right? So they don't think I'm just making up the question. I don't care if they think that. I'm used to talking to the camera. All right, so before I get into the other swatches of reds and kind of giving you ideas about reds, how to wear them, I have on Flossie, okay? Flossie is one of those limited editions that y'all had. I can say y'all because my ladies are here. And what had happened was Flossie came out in the very beginning as a limited edition tribute to my grandmother as a red because of how she would talk about reds, right? And Flossie was her nickname. Well, Flossie came as limited edition, left, and then y'all begged me about Flossie again. And we brought Flossie back, limited edition still, so she does not stay on the roster. However, the second batch of Flossie, when we brought it back, I had a good chunk, okay? So we got about, I ain't gonna lie, about 5 more of Flossie. And she is a matte. She is creamy, but she has more of a satin finish. And if you look at my lips, you can see how you have a nice little shine to it that's similar to our other cream mattes. But this is Flossie that's on my lips. And she has, hey, Miss K, she's more of your red with a, she's a red. What's going to happen is because she is just a plain of red, it's going to depend on what you have on against her on how she pops, okay? So right now my face is very neutralized. I have on a black shirt and I got on this nice 613 here. And so it's pulling out more to me with the ring light. You're probably seeing more of, I feel like, more orangey side. But yet if you were to see me in person, you probably, without the ring light, because this is not a real light, it's a ring light, you'd see more of its natural redness. And so it's a little bit softer than what it looks, okay? But she's definitely a nice, friendly red. She is, Flossie, this shade is what I would describe as a daytime red, right? So if you want something that's not too deep, this would be more of your daytime red, okay? Now, I'm saying daytime red because I know that's how a lot of people reference their colors. I want you to know I'm gonna wear my color no matter what time of day. I don't even care. That'll bother me. But for some people, it does, okay? Yeah, it's looking more like an orange red, right, Miss Joycelyn? But you know, when you get it, and this is why I know it's hard sometimes, so that's why I like to talk things through when it comes down to the colors. So this is Flossie. I am about to take her off. Okay, I am about to take Flossie off. Yes, she is an all-time red, but she is definitely just a limited edition color because the name itself wasn't meant to stay, pretty much. I kind of pigeonholed myself with that one. But something similar to Flossie would be Dale, okay? It would be Dale. So let me take Flossie off. And let me give you your first tip and show you how you can get yourself into reds, okay? I like the ease on down the road method, okay? You don't have to just jump into the pool of reds and go straight out with the red all by yourself. I feel like there's a nice happy medium of getting yourself in there. And let me tell you, your best friend is going to be a brown lip liner, okay? This is Coffee. I'm going to sharpen her. That is always going to be your best friend too. And she's a brown lip liner, nice neutral brown. And what I mean about neutral brown, meaning that you're not going to see any red tone off of her or any, mainly any red tone, because you can see those off of browns. Okay, so she's nice and neutral as a brown, which means any red that you put next to her, it is going to soften it. Okay, it's going to soften it. And so since red can be a nice, bright and vibrant color, it stops traffic, red lights, right? Red stop signs. It's very bold. So to bring yourself into it, brown lip liner. All right. Now I'm gonna line my lips and then we'll get back to talking. You can already see what the leftover residue of the red that I had. All right. So take your brown lip liner, line your lips as much as you want to line. I have nice full lips, so I typically go inward on my lips a little bit more. But you do what works best for your lips. All right, but a brown lip liner. Even if I know some people who have a natural brown, they got extra melanin pigment around their lips, so it naturally looks brown. Still, you want to line that because that is your skin. And so once you put on the red, it's not going to do what you want it to do, even though you like, well, my lips already have that brownness. That is going to be a different finish and they're not going to merge well. So you want to put on a brown lip liner. This is your neutralizer, okay? Brown lip liner is your neutralizer. Second thing you want to do is once you decide on which red you're putting on, Dale, oh, I got a new Dale. Hold on. So I'm going to show you two different reds that are in the finish of a matte that's creamy, because I could show you these with liquid mattes, but I have to move too fast. And so you might miss it. I probably might miss telling you it. So I'm using creamy mattes. Okay. So I got me a brand new Dale. I think somebody jacked me this weekend for my Dale. So this is Dale. This is the brighter red. Okay. Like I told you, her and Flossie are similar. But you see how you get more richness on Dale? You see how they're similar, but they're not exactly the same? This is what I love about lip colors. It can be similar, but not exactly the same, especially depending on what you're doing, how you want to show off. So this is Dale, okay? It's a creamy matte. And then, let me show you one more. I'll show you one that's more of a bricker red. I gotta wipe it back here. This is Kinlock Road, okay? This is more of a brick red, okay? As you can see with the brown sitting in the center of both of these, it can neutralize either one. It can neutralize either one. So y'all tell me, put a D or, dang, that wasn't gonna work. I had to pause. If you want me to put Dale on with the brown, put one in the comments. If you want me to put Kinlock Road on, put 2. I was going to use letters, and that wasn't going to turn out well because I know my people, okay? I know my people. So if you want me to put on Dale, put a 1 in the comments, all right? If you want me to put on Kinlock Road, put a 2 in the comments, okay? That's how we're going to work that one. I really had to catch myself. When you a boy mom, that word pause comes in there really quick. I had to do a pause. A little pause and pause. Let's see what the people say. All right. So again, for my newbies, for my red newbies, you new to using wearing the color red, I want you to start with a brown lip liner, okay? I don't care if you don't get a red from my amazing brand, Shamere Beauty. That's okay. You might have enough already inside your drawer, and I'd rather you maximize what you have. And then once you finish with that, come on over to the good side, okay? All right, so, all right, this can work for anybody with any brand. This concept just is neutralizing your red. Brown lip liner. Coffee's working really well here. Now we're going to put the red in the inside. Everybody's saying Dale. I think it's probably easier for you to understand Kinlock by itself compared to Dale, which is brighter. And I know my ladies who full of melanin rich, or my ladies who are on the fairer side. So, you know, your melanin is on the fairer side and you're like, that's going to be too bright on me. And then being even deeper skin tone, you might say, that's going to be too bright on me. It's not. Do it just like this. And start in the center of your lips with the red, okay? It's a method to my madness. Please give it a go my way. And if it don't work, then you can go another way, okay? I want you to start in the middle, right here. That's all you're going to do. You're not going to do the top or the bottom. I mean, top and bottom. You're just going to do the bottom right here in the center, not on the outside. Okay. Now, depending on who you are as a person, some of y'all don't like to touch your face and stuff like that when you're doing your makeup. It don't bother me. All right. So you can use your finger. You can use a brush. Ooh, or you can use the wand, a disposable wand. Okay. So I'm going to use a disposable wand so I can keep my fingers clean. But normally I will use my fingers And you want to blend this in to your lips. Okay? Now you'll be able to smudge because we will. So it's nice and soft. And you're probably like, well, why I couldn't just rub it across like how you normally do a lippy? Because you're going to get too much pigment and you're going to scare yourself. Okay? If you rub it on the top and the bottom, you saw how pigmented the color comes out by itself, right? Just in that one swatch on the lip. You didn't need nothing else. If you do more, you're going to scare yourself. So start here. Blend it out. See how you vibing with it. If you're like, okay, this is a start. I want to start right here. This is how you get started. This is how you get started. And stay at this same point and build yourself up. Here's how you build yourself up. You do your same setup. If you were level 1 where you only swiped one time, okay, now your next go round, you're like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can handle a little bit more. So blend out the same way and then build. Add a little bit more. And this time when you add a little bit more, you're not worried about the size because you already softened those and blended those in. You're just going to put it in the center and give yourself a nice lip blot. If you can't do it well with your lips, that's perfectly fine. I feel like it's a developed skill over time as a woman. We just, over time when we wear lipstick more and more and more, we just develop that skill getting used to our lips. But use a brush or your fingers, okay? But you can keep building this up because you got you an amazing lip color. It's going to keep building. You can keep adding more. See where I'm going with that? Take your time. Take your time. Brown lip liner, your red lippy. Okay? All right? Yeah? Now, I know you may be thinking, well, what should I get? Because I hear this often. Should I get blue base or should I get orange base? What type of base should I get for my lip color based on my skin tone? Skin tone, I think, is the biggest guidance when it comes down to choosing your foundations and your concealers. When it comes down to colors, eyeshadows, blushes, and things like that, you just have to decide which narrative you're going to carry for yourself, okay? So the next tip I want to give you is the red base, blue base to your skin tone. Do I need to, since I am on the fairer side, should I, and I'm golden yellow, should I be, no, you creating too much, we create too much unnecessary stuff. This is some of the stuff that I get annoyed by in the beauty world because you don't even have to worry about that. Do you like this red? Doesn't matter, you like it. Whether it's red orange, okay, whether it's a blue base, whether it's true red, whoever's calling it red, whatever, no matter what, do you like it? Wear it, okay? So you don't have to pick a red base, pick your red base off a base matching your skin tone. You do not have to do that, okay? Drop that narrative. The only thing you need to decide is, are you gonna wear the color? And are you gonna start simple or are you gonna go bold? Okay? Don't add no more stress to yourself choosing a lip color. Don't. We cool on that? Yeah? Drop me an emoji in the comments if y'all tracking, okay? We dropping that one. My man said it looked like I got it looked like ramen noodles on top of my head. Sir, it do. This wet and wavy hair do give you a little ramen noodle vibes, but guess what? I am a tasty snack. Moving along, I want to show you what Kinlock Road looks like alone. Okay, because since we did this one with Dale, I want to show you what Kinlock Road looks like alone. That was the one I swatched right here. She is the deeper of the two creamy mattes. And again, you can wear her with a brown, but I'm going to show you her without a brown. He must be hungry over here on YouTube. I done tell these people before, they gotta understand, we come from the Periscope days. Periscope? Listen, people can't thug people on the internet who done come from Periscope days. Okay? I'm put a little lip oil on because I want to take off the base of the red. You can't thug us. You can't make me feel bad about something or like distract me to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I feel horrible. The guy said he didn't like my lashes or my hair. You ain't gonna bother me. You know how much courage it take to go on live stream? I don't know what y'all look like, what y'all doing, who y'all could be showing me to, but I still get up here anyway. Yeah, you can't thug me like that. You can't, yeah. I got courage, okay? All right, so let's get into Kinlock Road. Kinlock Road, y'all. This is Kinlock Road. Let me wind it down some. Did I put on Kinlock? Yeah. You see I stayed the same direction. No, back to this lip tip. All this right here, wasting product and creating splotches in your lip. Unnecessary. One direction. Pick a direction and stick with it. So now Kinlock Road gives you more of a brick red. Okay? It's when you're looking at the orange in this brick behind me, Kinlock Road is that type of red. It's a brick red. Nice and deep. They ain't want that smoke. Nice and deep and rich of a color, but it's also a nice simple way to get in the red because you just saw Dale and you saw Flossie, okay? You just saw Dale and you just saw Flossie, right? This is Dale again. So Kinlock Road is the softer one of the two. Nice way to, again, nice segue. You can still wear her with a brown and make it nice and easy breezy, bringing yourself into the red family. But I love Kinlock. Yes, Miss K says she wear Kinlock Road very often. It's such an easy one. It's that easy, when you see this brick color, you see how it's easy with the black, but if I wanted to change clothes, I don't have to worry about changing my lippy up as much when I'm wearing Kinlock Road because it really does go with everything, especially if you got that quick Zoom meeting and you want to put on a serious color without being so bold. This is that serious, like, girl, I mean business. Probably need to drop my hair because my hair don't give as much seriousness as my my hair ain't making it as serious, but that ain't help either. Let me see, a top knot might make it more serious. Let's see. Let's put it in top knot, make it more serious. Yes, just a little bit more serious right here, like this. Okay, there you go, I tucked it. No, I'm not taking myself serious either. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. This is that type of red. It's that brick red. Let me take a pause for the cause. Any red lip questions so far that has striked you since we have been talking? Any red lip questions? Next thing that I want to share is lip expiration. I know I said this before and you will hear me say this frequently. Every year, a couple times a year, you'll hear me say this. You have to check your lippies, okay? You have to check your lippies. They are not good forever. Now, if you haven't opened them, if you haven't opened your lipsticks yet, then you pretty much good to go. But say for instance, like tonight, when y'all go to purchase, because you're gonna wanna purchase tonight. Because tonight, when you buy any red lippy, whatever one you pick, the second one you're gonna get half off, right? Don't matter if it's a lipstick, a lip gloss, a liquid matte. So you get this BOGO. But before you go stock up on your BOGO, I want you to keep in mind is that if you have your colors in your drawer, like I do right here, this is my red drawer, make sure that your stuff is still in good good condition, right? So for example, if you have a liquid matte, if you have already opened your liquid matte, you've opened it, you use it once or twice, and you're like, oh, I used that a couple times, so I know I'm still good on that. Absolutely not. Liquid matte like mascara. Once you open it, air incorporates. Once you close it, air incorporates. Every time you do that, air incorporates. And over time, it dries out. Okay, whether you have been using it every day or not, if it's been in there 6 months to a year and it's already been open, baby, it's over. Okay? On the liquid mats. Did you understand me? It's over. Okay? Get another one. On your creamy mats, they still mattify on your lips, meaning they got that staying power, but they're creamier. They typically come in a tube like this, different colors, but they come in a tube. That's how you get your creamies. Those are going to last you a little bit longer than your liquid mats because even though air touching them could dry them out, they're in a creamy formula, they'll last longer. So you're pretty much good with these until it's either all gone or if you were to ever unwind a lipstick, let me see, I might have one in here for nostalgia purpose. I don't, because I did clean out my drawer during the spring. But if you ever unwind a cream lipstick and it's looking like it got little dry patches on it, it looks funny. It's supposed to be creamy, but it looks dry. It's old. It's old. When you put it on your lip and it's gritty, it's old. When you put it on your lip and you can really, really smell it, like beyond the natural crayon smell, it's old. Did you understand? It's old. Okay, throw it away. So, and then for your glosses will get rancid when they old. Okay, or they'll get dry. They won't come out. They should come out creamy. They should make that sound. Your glosses should make that macaroni in a pot sound, right? Don't get fresh with me. You understand what I'm saying? They're not coming out like that. It's over. So I said all that and you like, but you offering us a BOGO for 2 reasons. Here's how I would tell you to do this. If you're a liquid matte lover and you're wearing them right now, grab you 2. Get your BOGO on that because that's what you're wearing right now. But if you're not wearing them right now, get the color that you wear, the shade that you want to try or that you're wearing, and then pair that other one that you're going to get 50% off that normally don't be 50% off. I don't ever put creamy mattes on sale. I just want you to know that. Get that other one that's going to last you longer on part of that 50% off, right? BOGO. Pair those types, right? Or it's the summertime. You a gloss lover. All right, you got a wedding to go to, you got a couple more events, and you know your lips better than anybody else. Get your glosses then. All right, be smart with it. And if you're kind of in confusion, you like, Shamere, you're gonna have to help me out. Send me an email. I'll help you. Okay? Because some of y'all, I be having to stop y'all. I love y'all, and I love to hear the Shopify ding. I love it. I love to hear the Shopify ding. But what I don't like is when you already got it and you ain't even used it yet, or this your 4th one and you didn't realize that you got 2 more. So I'm gonna help you. Okay, because that's how my heart go with that. Okay, all right. So everybody understand that piece. Let me see if there's another question on there. Chesney said that was her question. Yes. Now I'm gonna make you take Ken Lock Road out of the package and wear. Take her out and wear her. Okay, take her out and wear her and have a good time. Now, Kinlock Road can get down and dirty, just like the rest of them. If you have, what this girl name is? Crazin. If you got Crazin, then you got you a party starter. All right, I'm going to show y'all to start this party. I don't know how to lose this pencil sharpener on this thing. It's just too much black up here, I guess. All right, let me show y'all how you can make this a party starter. Will you say P2? Did you understand me? Did you understand? Everybody should have Crazin. This one is a nub because this is how hard I go with my lip liners. Okay? I don't normally do this. Chesney, you don't buy no red like that. I don't normally line my lips after, but this will be at. When I tell you something is important to have in your arsenal, these liners be on it, okay? Transform the game. Day to night. You was on the Zoom call, now you about to go having margaritas. And if you're wondering if the lip liners that's gonna make that red pop, you absolutely gonna see them inside the red energy. You're gonna see them inside this weekend, okay? So the buy one get one, the lip liners are in there too. The lip liners are in there too. All right, so I'm gonna move on to glosses, and we got some liquid mattes. I'm gonna do swatches and make it as quick as possible. What is my match to Ruby Woo? You know, I used to have an old Ruby Woo up in here. I did. I thought I still had this container. Let me see if this is it. No. No, I don't have the tube. But being close to, no. I want to say I don't have. So Tracy asked a question about like close to Ruby Woo. What I got coming for anniversary is that's the last red coming in, and she is close to Ruby Woo. But I don't currently have a Luxe Creamy Matte that is close to Ruby Woo. But I got one coming. Yeah, I got one coming. Okay. All right, so let's get into glosses. Now, these are going to be your best friends. Here's why. Because they can work with your creamy mattes, they can work with your liquid mattes, and they can work by themselves. Yep, they can go right as, they can be toppers or they can rock by themselves. Now, out of the 3 reds that we have in glosses, hold on, that was wrong. Where's Yolanda? Hold on, that wasn't Yolanda. I was like, oh, here she goes. Out of the 3 that we have, that's Nia and Cheryl. Where's Cheryl? Y'all, I keep mixing up the stickers. I was like, what the heck? All right, here I go to 3. Out of the 3 glosses that we have that are red, the one that is going to be your get started lip gloss red would be Nia. Because she's a little bit more subtle than the rest. Cheryl is bolder because she's a more closer to the wine side. And Yolanda is brighter, okay? You see how I don't have splotches in my lip gloss? It's because I'm staying the same direction. That matters. That matters. I'm repetitive on things that's going to help you to save in your product, okay? So, this is Nia. She fly girl now. I ain't gonna say she not fly, because she's a fly girl. However, she is softer. She's your getting started out of a gloss red, okay? Compared to the others. Now let's swatch them so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll try them on if you like. Y'all can ask questions. Don't be ashamed. Yes, same direction. That matters. Lip gloss is your lane. Lip glosses are a great way to get started into your red. All right, so that's Yolanda. And this is Cheryl. Cheryl is darker. Why my music went off? I don't know. Cheryl is darker. Cheryl is more wine. I be trying to swatch it. Let me put it on my hand and then hold it up because I'm trying to swatch it so y'all can see that I am swatching it out of the tube, but I ain't got time for that. Because, well, I'm going to lie to y'all. What that gonna do me any good? What that gonna do me any good? All right, here you go. So, this is Nia on my lips. This is Yolanda, and that's Cheryl. You see that? Now, when you do a gloss, you're always gonna have a party. whether you want to or not, because a gloss just gives liveliness because of the shine. It does not give off greasy. These are opaque glosses. Even if they weren't opaque, they're not set to give off greasy. They're not going to give off gritty either, okay? So you're not getting greasy, you're not getting gritty, you're getting a nice, healthy shine to the lips from the finish of the gloss. And they're buildable, okay? They are buildable. So if you wanted something bright and nice and fun for the day, then Yolanda would be your girl. Even if you just put on one layer. If you want something that kind of sit on in between where you could take her to nighttime, but she works well in the daytime, that's Nia. That's who I have on already. And then Cheryl, where's Cheryl going at? She right here. So somebody just asked me if I could try on Cheryl, and I will absolutely try on Cheryl. Any questions about any of these glosses? About any of these shades? Play. What happened? I know this computer ain't dead. Something must be happening. All right, let's put on Cheryl. I'm wearing a lot of gloss for the summer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you've been wearing a lot of gloss for the summer, listen, get your glosses. Get your glosses. So, this is Cheryl. There we go. Tracy said y'all can have the glosses. Liquid matte her. Everybody got their preference. This is Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl is a wine color. She's more on the wine side to me. I'm just building her, so I'm adding another layer so you can see how she builds up. Okay. So this is Cheryl. And what's funny about Cheryl, if y'all don't know, my lip glosses are named after my cousins. I got a lot of cousins. Did you see my family reunion pictures? Okay. And that's just on one side, on the, okay, paternal on my daddy, on his daddy side. Right? That's just one side. So I got a lot of cousins. But my cousin Cheryl, who this gloss is named after, it's only a couple people who something is named after and it actually is like their exact color per se. Like Sharon being an orange, that doesn't just match her energy or personality. It literally is a color she wear. Or Tracy being pink, like that's a color she actually wears, and her energy, well, her energy mixed now because she give you girly, but she'll fight you. So that's a whole different story. So, but Cheryl loves her a red, okay? And she wears, ever since I was younger, she ain't that much older than me, but you know, your big cousins is always your big cousins. So Cheryl always would have like the deep colors that be like, oh shit, I can wear a deep color. All right, because she got this deep, rich chocolate skin tone, okay? One I used to have, but my kids took my melanin away, and that's a whole nother story for another live. But she is actually one of those people who, like, this color is actually her, not just in personality, but a color that she wears. And that's rare for my colors, like I said. Most of them don't wear the colors or even wear that much makeup, per se. But this one, she matched. Y'all laughing at me because they know I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Now most of them match. So what you thinking about Cheryl Chesney? Chesney asked for this. So what you thinking? What you thinking? Apple must be having a problem because why my music ain't playing? Y'all know I like a little music in the background so I don't feel like I'm out here by myself. Thank you. What you thinking? Yes, you are a Tom girl. You a Tom Diva like me. You a Tom Diva like me. Okay, I'm gonna wait to see Chesney response before we move on to the ones that kind of I have to move faster on, which are our liquid mattes. I am an all finish girl, so I like all of the finish. And here's what I will tell you based off of seasons. If you are a matte person, Creamy mats you can wear in the summertime, but I need you to make sure that you are being extra careful with your creamy mats and not leaving them. Creamy mats being your lippies that are in tubes like this. Be careful with them and don't leave them in the sun. Meaning, and you like, I'm not leaving my stuff directly in the sun. I'm also meaning don't put them in your purse and leave them in your purse overnight in the car. Or, you know, some of y'all, you know, because some of y'all have them in a book bag and the book bag in the car. In the summertime, your creamy mats need you to be a little bit more delicate with them. Bring them inside the house, because what happens is when you leave them in the heat like that and they're not staying cool, they sweat. When you see them little beads that look like oil on them, that means you left it in too much heat and it's sweating. And when it starts to sweat, if it does it too much, not only does it just shrink your lipstick, but it is going to change the formula. So because it starts to separate and then it's cool and trying to gel back, you're not going to get the same formula. Then you might start blaming the company for you keeping it improperly. That makes sense? All right. So if you don't mind using liquid mats, they're a good transition to have in the summertime because you don't have to worry about them melting inside your purse. So that's just something to consider too. I like to give you options. And then the glosses, you know, they're going to rock with you all year long. Okay? I typically wear my liquid mats more in the summertime than I do in the winter, because the winter season, fall and winter, is already drier. So I'll go to more of the creamy mats. That's just me. That's my personal preference. You love Cheryl? Awesome. She definitely do you have her already, Miss J? Do you have already? Let's put a little moisture on my lips before I put on liquid mats, because I'm going to have to blot it off. But I need some protection here, so I'm putting on a little lip oil. I have to take it all off. But I'm going to look to see. I don't see any more questions. Reminder of what the offer is. So when you go to the website, www.shamereyoung.com, no matter what platform you're on, I'm Shamere Young all over. Website is the same. I didn't create any like special link. You're on the website. If you didn't get the email text yet, website, banners to the top, you click it, it's going to take you right to where you want to go. It tells you everything about the BOGO. But again, buy one, get one. 50% off. All red lippies. Does not matter the finishes. You can mix and match. And as long as you have 2 in the cart, the equal or lesser value is going to be the one that gets the 50% off. And so as long as you keep those equal quantities, you're going to still keep getting your percentage off. All right. And I know how y'all do. I know a good red lip goes with a good lash, okay? So whether you lash or mascara, I threw those in there too as a part of the process, because I mean, you ain't gonna put on no good lip and not have either your mascara popping or your lashes popping, one of the two. So what liquid matte would you pair with Cheryl? What liquid matte would I pair with Cheryl? Probably Shanique. Probably Shanique. I brought me a new Shanique up here because I think mine is about to dry out. Let me see. Let's see. Oh no, we still got some in there. Still pretty creamy. But I got me a new one ready because it's almost done. I would pair Cheryl more so with Shanique. As a liquid matte. And that's only if I wanted Shanique to look deeper. She also can go with... Cheryl could go on Pam too. So like if you wanted to play with because it's a berry, I mean it's a wine. So I mean if you want to play with your wine on top of your purples, you can do that too. So you got options. I just saw something that had a good idea, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to stay focused. All right. So let's put on Shanique, since we got her out. Let's put on the deeper of the reds. Yes? Let me move my hand. I sure love sharing, man. I just had to restock for that one. All right, this is Shanique. Same concept will apply if you wanted to soften this as a liquid matte. You could still do brown. If you wanted to, you know, take her up, you could still do crazy. And then she could Smoked paprika could still go with it too. If you wanted kind of like that overly red look, it would still work. All right. Question says, your matte has to completely dry before you add the gloss? Yes. Yes. You want your matte lipstick to completely dry before you add the lip gloss. Okay. Now, lip gloss your lip gloss should not be breaking down your liquid matte. Okay. Now, you're not putting a lip oil. I'm feeling my lips for oil. You're not putting on a lip oil on top of your mattes. Do not put oil on top of mattes unless you're trying to remove your matte. Okay? So this is Shanique. You see how it's coming out nice and creamy? Now I'm going to do something different. This is Shanique on the bottom. While she's drying down, I'm going to put Cedar on top, so that way I don't overwork my lips. Cedar is the other red. I wore Cedar all over the weekend. Then I'll turn up the light for y'all to see. See if y'all can see. Can you see? Can you see who's brighter and who's deeper? Y'all need me to turn up the light or turn it down? Let me know. You got more red with a brighter tone, a little bit more orangey if you want to say. Then you have her deeper here in Shanique. I'm only squinching because it's light bright. You see? So we have same finish, two different type of reds. You can, yes, Cedar is brighter. Cedar is brighter. Cedar is brighter. So that's them swatched on my hand. Shanique is the bigger, messier one that I did earlier just to spread it out. And then you have Cedar here that's lighter. Again, same concept with the liquid matte. The only difference is, especially if you're getting new to a red, is that liquid mattes dry down really fast. So you must line your lips first. Get that lip liner in nice and blended however you want that, because once these mattes dry down, they ain't going nowhere until you use something more oily based or oil cream based to remove them off your lip. That's what they're designed to do. Okay, these actually have moisture in them, so they'll dry down without drying your lips out, but they are going to dry down really fast. So you want to make sure any liner activity or anything that you're doing, that you do that first. Another thing you want to make sure that you're doing with your liquid mattes is, you saw me put a lip oil on my lips, give myself some moisture, but I also patted it off. You want to make sure that lip surface does not have oil base, because now when you feel that crumbly that's happening is because your liquid matte probably separating if you had a lip oil on the base of your lip. The other thing that could be happening is that when you're putting it on, if it's older, if your liquid matte is old, it is going to crumble as you're putting it on your lips. Okay? And now I know y'all like my lips, and you're like, your lips don't got all them heavy lines in it when you putting on your liquid matte. You want to know the trick to that? I'm gonna tell you. Skincare, aka lip scrub. Okay, I scrub these lips at least once a week, sometimes 2 times a week. Why? Because I smoke cigars. Okay, and that actually, the heat affects the pigment on your skin. So that part, you get dead skin on your lips regardless of who you are, right? So we need to exfoliate, and because I exfoliate and keep that serum going on my lip or lip balm, the hydration in there is nice and plump. It's ready for a liquid matte because the underneath is taken care of. Okay, so if you want to get it to that point, you got to make sure you're doing the steps to take care of the lip. It's not always the product. Sometimes it's what you're doing for yourself. okay, or not doing. You don't got either of these? You don't got either of these, Miss J? Dang. Okay, so you locked in on the glosses, but now we gotta get you in the liquid mattes. Cause I know you wear them. Son, you working hard.
I need that.
Huh?
I need that now.
Okay. My child been working hard putting together my compost bin. He gonna make his money. He gonna make his money. Any questions? Exfoliate and moisturize. Yes. I'm about to use this, I don't know what I did with my makeup remover cream. Oh, it's some down here in the kit. Hold on. It is some. You can also use makeup remover cream to get your liquid mattes off. Oh, shoot. Oop. I'm just impressed that you got the whole Cousins collection lip glosses. That's like, and not in a bad way. It's like I got at least, I'm pretty sure it's 19 cousins, which is a small scale compared to how many cousins I actually have, right? So you got a lot there. I am honored. How about that? I am honored to be in your house that often. You see how easy that came off? And y'all saw that it was already dried down. So that makeup remover, that cream and oil that's in that will take it off. All right? Now, anybody need to see a special combo or anything before we go, or have a question, something that would enlighten you to help you, okay? I wear reds all the time. I'm staying in the lippies and the makeup stuff, but for you, this may be something totally new. What is your question? How can I help you help yourself, okay? This is not to force you in it, but I want you to come off the sideline because you've been saying you're going to wear the red, or maybe you have the red already and you're just like, okay, maybe I have another question on how I can wear this. Ask your question. Now is your time. And your time almost up now because my husband about to take me to get something to eat. Y'all know I like food? Oh, okay. Those were the two reds, Cedar and Shanique. And then this is Siren. That it's like, I think it's like 3 or 4 more Sirens. Siren is our metallic red. She came out during your chronic moment. She is limited edition. I ordered quite a few of her, so everybody had the opportunity. Well, not everybody, but at least all of my community would have had the opportunity to get one. But now we down to the last, I want to say like 5 on Siren. And when she's gone, she's not back unless I need one really, really bad. Okay. But Siren is also a red, but like I said, she's a metallic. I'm putting her on by herself. She can also go on top of the other liquid mattes because she's a liquid matte. She can. But she stands alone just fine. All right. Grab Siren if you don't mind a nice color with a nice, because it's going to give you that like kind of like a shimmer effect, no glitter, just shimmer because it's a metallic. But don't grab Siren if you are new to reds. Okay. Like you just started wearing your reds, because then you ain't gonna wear her. You're gonna have her just sitting in the drawer. And somebody else who want that limited edition, who gonna wear her, could use her. Okay. Yes, Miss K. How close are Shanique and Shanita? Not close at all. Or do you mean Shanique and Cedar? Shanique and Cedar work well together, and I know, like I said, it's harder to see it on this, but they're definitely different. They're definitely different. But if you're talking about Shanita, which is Shanita on my desk, I think. Hold on. I know I trip y'all up with them S's. All right, so I'm gonna put both of those that you asked about on back of my hand. That's Shanique. And this is Shanita. So remember, your Shanita is still part of your purple family, but they work well together. Yeah, you have Shanita. So you see, they definitely opposites. You can make some magic amongst them, but they definitely opposites. And then the Shanique and Sita is just really going to depend on which level you want to go to with the red. Now, Miss Joycelyn, for you, I honestly would see you wearing, if you're talking about one that you would just grab and wear, it would be Shanique. You would grab and wear her faster over Sita because Sita is brighter. You might want to manipulate Sita some before you just go out with her on a regular. But Shanique, you're just going to wear her almost like you would wear Kinlock Road. Think of it like that. Think of it like the Kinlock Road Dale combo. Yes? Any other questions? Anybody want to see me put something together? Yes, no, maybe so? Because then I got to put on my red lip that I'm going to decide to wear. I guess I should decide that now while I'm waiting to see what y'all say. Remember the BOGO? BOGO is just for this weekend. So BOGO is going to end on Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not on my email and text list, you won't get that reminder. So even if you don't get anything tonight and you want to contemplate or you want to email me at hello@shamereyoung.com, just make sure when you go to the website, shamereyoung.com, that you get yourself on that email list so you have a reminder so you don't miss out. All right? So you don't miss out, because I know I won't be back live again this weekend. I know I won't be back live again. I got schoolwork to do. So. And if you're not even ready to purchase, just still get on the email and text list so we can stay connected. All right? Hit that follow button. Make sure you actually following me. Not that you could just see me from time to time. Make sure you actually following so you don't miss out on stuff. All right? Miss Regina, do you feel comfortable with the option now to go ahead and give your reds more of a go? Let me know, because I know you dropped that in there. Now, I know that was a question you dropped. Miss Carrie and Miss Avenel can guide y'all if anybody who still feels, I'm telling y'all, because they wear red. They wear their red, especially Miss K. Miss K gonna wear that red, okay? Matter of fact, I don't even know if Miss K leave the house without lipstick. I think that's one of those things she said she don't play with. She gonna leave with a lipstick. She's gonna leave with lipstick. Like Denzel say, I'm gonna leave here with something. She gonna leave with lipstick on. I said Shanique would be the one for you, Miss Joycelyn, that you will wear on a regular. You'll wear both, but Sita is gonna be the one that you is brighter, and Shanique is darker. So like that Kinlock Road Dale combination. Get both. It's buy one get one 50% off. Miss Frankie. Yes, Miss Avenel, you are right. The new Shanita does have more pink in her. That was one of the things changing the formula. I still kept her in the purple family, but we had to change the formula up just a little bit because some people experience this, not everybody, but there was an inconsistency in that, and so we kept having the off and on stickiness. So in order to change that up, we had to change up the formula some. So she does have a little bit more pink to her, which is why when she's with those reds, she pairs so well. But she has a little bit more pink to her, but she's still in that purple family. So not to change her too far off of her original color scheme, if that makes sense. You love, yes? Okay, good. So for me tonight, y'all, I'm not going to combination my lip. I do a lot of combos on my lip. But tonight, I was just going to go with my red I wore at the family reunion. You know what? I'm going to do a combination. I lied. No, I don't want a combination. I don't know what I want. I know I'm going to put on Cedar. How about that? I like this color. I like this color a lot. This is, when you ask me if I have a namesake, this is my nickname from high school, Cedar. And if you remember the anime before AI and all that was like the big thing, remember Cedar's World from BT? Yeah, that's my girl. That was my high school nickname, Cedar, Cedar, because I had the haircut and the mouth and the body. Still got the body, not the haircut. Still got the mouthpiece too. Yeah. So Cedar is definitely your girlfriend. Okay. So hair's dropped. We giving. I might even pull it back in the ponytail because I'm going with more of a. Tonight is definitely a Tom Diva vibe for me. So we gonna go side pony. I just put it to the side. Loosen it to the side. Got a red lip. It's yeah. I just need to put on a little chunky bracelet or two. And yeah. Yeah. Ain't she pretty? Miss Regina, I haven't seen you be a liquid matte lady. I've only seen you be a creamy matte lady, which is perfectly fine. I would suggest Dale and Kenlock. Kenlock, you wear right off the bat. You would wear her right off the bat. Dale would be the one that you build up into with that brown liner. Okay? With that brown liner. Okay? But Dale and Kenlock. And why did I give you two? Because it's BOGO time. So why not give you two? So that, because these, I'm going to run this back and say this. If they in this black tube, they don't be, they'll tell you these don't be on sale. Unless you get a special coupon from me. Because you already be buying it. Okay? Okay? That's all the questions. I only had some extra time because my husband, Mr. Young, just finished helping Jameson with something. So he got to still get himself all together for us to go, which is fine. I'm cleaning up. Yeah? This might be your color? I think it might be. I think it might be P2. Now, let me tell y'all who are thinking about Shanique, because I don't tell the truth, shame the devil. Shanique is a very popular color. She's a popular red. That's why the people who like her and wear her ain't saying nothing, okay? Because, see, they low-key get two at a time, whether it's BOGO or not. So I'm saying it to let you know that there is 10 and under on the Shanique, okay? And the only reason I said 10 and under because I don't know what went in and when people just ordered a few things, which is awesome. Thank y'all very much. So 10 and under on Shanique, meaning she goes really fast. I restocked her when we did Shanita, and I love that for the brand, but I don't love that for y'all right now. Total vibe? Yes, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Listen, I enjoy hanging with y'all, for real. Because I had to cut back on my lives because, again, life is life and in a good way. And so, because I had to cut away from things when I'm on here, I really enjoy y'all taking y'all time and coming out and rocking with me. Whether we on here with an offer or it's just some education or it's just kiki and kicking it, I appreciate y'all. So thank y'all for joining me. All right. Thank y'all for sharing out the live stream. Thank y'all for asking y'all questions and supporting the brand. All of those things are support. So I really appreciate you. I hope y'all have yourself an amazing weekend of purpose on purpose. And if you got any questions, make sure you email me hello@shamereyoung.com. All right? Peace out. Oh, and get ready. Leo season is coming.